Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm doing a kind of video I've never done before. I am doing a second video about something I did a video about in the very beginning, and that is these great Joe Barden Danny Gatton Telecaster pickups. I think it was like my second gear review several years ago, so now that I know a little bit better what I'm doing and have better equipment, I thought that I would do these pickups justice by doing another video about them. So, Danny Gatton, the late great Danny Gatton, is one of the greatest guitarists of all time, and especially one of the great Tele players of all time. I remember when I was in high school, I was at my friend's house, Owen and Adam Clark, and their dad, Mike Clark, who is a wonderful guitar player, much better than me, let me borrow a Danny Gatton rhythm guitar videotape, and it was, just amazing stuff. I couldn't play what Danny was playing, but I learned a lot just trying when I was just starting out. Unfortunately, Danny's been gone for many years, but his legacy lives on, and these pickups are now probably most famous for the guy behind me on the poster, Bruce Springsteen, because he uses these in all the Telecasters he plays live. Now the guitar that you can kind of see in the poster, the famous guitar from the Born to Run, I could say the guitar actually does not have these pickups, but he doesn't take that on the road anymore. And I can definitely see why he likes these live, because where they are hum canceling, they are noiseless, so you don't have to worry about that. But even though these are dual blade pickups, they are not high output. For example, the Seymour Duncan hot rails you may have seen on my channel in my black Telecaster, my favorite guitar of all time, that is a high output pickup. These are not. I don't think they're modeled after any specific vintage of Telecaster, but they do have a more vintage output and sound. I'll just tell you what the Joe Barden website says about them. The dual-blade Danny Gatton T-style pickups are originally designed for country legend Danny Gatton, created a new class of high-end replacement pickups. The tone of these pickups can be described as vintage in character, but with greatly expanded fidelity, and I would actually agree with that. Lows, mids, and highs are balanced, and the dual coil design offers noise-free performance. The modern bridge pickup is a variant of the Gatton pickup for modern country and rock players who need a fatter tone and the bridge without sacrificing Tele vibe and performance. Which that's actually what gave me the idea for this video, because this is the standard set. I've always wanted to try the modern, because I think the slightly hotter bridge would really be to my personal taste. But at the moment, I don't really have a Telecaster that I want to put it in. But that's something I'd definitely like to do in the future. But getting back to what Joe Barden has to say about this, the T-neck pickup is the same pickup used in both the Gatton or modern T-style sets, and is remarkable in that it can be adjusted so that its output is actually equal to the bridge pickup. No more huge output differences between the bridge and neck pickups. You will hear that in the sound samples, and I will say of all the pickups I've ever had, there have been none that are more responsive to pickup height that I've ever played than these. It changes the output more than in other pickups I've played, and it changes the tone more. So that's just a great thing, that just by raising and lowering them, you can get a pretty good range of sounds compared to other pickups. Now I have them set where I like them, and I'm going to keep them that way for this video. Let's see. Oh, and while these pickups can be adjusted to exceed the output of stock pickups by pulling them closer to the strings, the authentic Tele twang and snap is always maintained. Both the Gatton and Modern Bridge features our unique staggered blade design, ensuring balance response on the outer strings. These pickups are the best imaginable for the instrument that originally defined the solid body electric guitar. And I am hard pressed to disagree. These are just great pickups. I'm going to play you a variety of sound samples in different settings. Of course, you can check out Danny Gatton on YouTube and pretty much any Bruce Springsteen live performance from the last 15 to 20 years. He will be playing these pickups. I absolutely love them. They are expensive. A set is $293 on Musician's Friend. They also make a Nashville set, which I think gets to be like $450. But they're just fantastic pickups. I really think that what I just read is the truth and not just hype. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you some clean sounds through a VOX AC10. You will be seeing the settings on the screen right now. Then I'm going to get you some sounds with the Ross Distortion. All the Ross samples will be at the settings you see now on the screen. And also a Tube Screamer style overdrive. I'm going to use a TO800 Behringer, settings you see on the screen right now. So with no further ado, let's get you some sound samples. Okay, now just a little comparison. This isn't really a shootout. I just wanted to, in my room that I'm playing in with the mic I'm using, wanted to demonstrate the Joe Barden Danny Gatton pickups next to some extremely traditional Telecaster pickups. This is an American original Telecaster. It has, at the moment, a bare knuckle the Boss bridge pickup and a Fender Pure Vintage 64 neck pickup. Again, these are very traditional style pickups, nothing fancy about them. And of course, this has the Danny Gatton, and it's pretty similar in terms of the guitars. This is actually a parts caster. I've never been 100% sure what wood this is made out of. I'm guessing poplar, even though I've had this guitar for almost exactly 10 years now. It has a Warmoth neck, rosewood fretboard, maple neck, and 3-saddle top loader bridge. These are brass saddles. This has an alder body, string through, steel saddles, rosewood fretboard, maple neck. So to those that those things matter, that's the similarities and differences in construction. Just with the Ross distortion on the same setting, just get you some sounds to see how a traditional set of Tele pickups sound compared to the Joe Bardens, which very similar in my opinion. So let's go. Okay, I think those sound samples were pretty illustrative to show that the Joe Barden Danny Gatton pickups sound a lot like a vintage style Telecaster despite looking different. Again, I just absolutely love these pickups. I don't think you can go wrong with them. I know some people don't like the dual blade design. I think they look cool. I mean, I absolutely love them. They are expensive, but I do think they're worth it. Again, $293 for the set, most places, like $158, I think, something like that for an individual pickup. I'm also linking below a video one of my very favorite YouTube guitar players, Jake Smith, did a few years ago about these pickups. He's a much better player than me. If you'd like to check them out further, and check out all his videos. He's I mean, really nice guy, an amazing guitar player. He demonstrates some gear and shows some live clips with his band. Just fantastic. So check him out. And if you get a chance, check out these pickups. Again, other than the price, which again I know is high, I think the only thing that one might not like about them would be the appearance if you're dead set on the vintage look. But if you can get past that, or maybe you just like this, these are fantastic. One day I would like to get the modern bridge pickup to shoot out against this, but in the grand scheme of things, as someone who, you know, has probably owned roughly 20 Telecasters at one point or another in my lifetime, I would say these pickups are probably in my top 3 or 4, maybe as high as 2 or 3. But again, I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, keep on rocking.